Life is so far away, but we'll make it one day. Every night that I pray, I just lay there. What up, you know what's up, it's Don the 7. Okay, I thought long and hard on doing this video. I didn't know if I was in a position in which to make a guidance call on. As I'm sure you can tell, the content of this video may help you in the future. Today, I'm gonna give you some tips by Don the 7 on how to write your first rap song, some processes in which you should go for in order to get your very first start. The process in which we're gonna do is how I started. It's pretty simple, so I don't know how long of a video this is gonna be. I'm hoping to keep it under 10 minutes-ish, just so people can come in, learn a little thing or two, and then go for it. There's gonna be a lot of cutting, so I don't know how well this is going to come through seamlessly. I'll do my very best as always. You want to hijack? No? Okay. First thing you're gonna have to do, I've found, is you're gonna have to go through and search for a beat on YouTube if you do not make your own. This is how I started out. What I've found is that the newer rap beats are harder to find how many syllables you're counting through, how many beats you have, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna have to go through and find a beat that's very easy to do that. One tip that I've found is 90s rap beats are very easy to count through, and it's a great way to start off your career. Even if that's not what your style wants to be, it's a very easy way to start, an easy pattern. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go through and try and find a rap beat that works with that. And I'm gonna let the cat out. Alright, so as you can see, we just wrote down 90s rap beat, put it in the search bar right there. One that I found has been very helpful is the boom bap style. I'm just gonna click on that one, see how it sounds. And we get an ad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like the guitar. Alright, so that was just a quick view of one. It's called Boom Bap Rap Beat Hip Hop Instrumental 90s. It's by Gem EB Music, it looks like. That's one that I would pick. I'm just gonna pick it because it was a easy one to go through. Write down a few lines and count through. So I'm gonna write something to go along with it real quick, just the first 4 bars type of thing. Started rapping 2019, nothing better to do. Only one year past and I'll be writing better than you. I've been rapping with a little bit of soul. With some luck, I might just make it to the throne. So something as simple as that. So it's just very, very simple raps to start off with. I'm not trying to belittle 90s music and say that it's simple or anything, but comparing it to the rhyme schemes of today, you have Eminem, you have Logic, Joyner Lucas, all those kinds of lyrical rappers, and even some of the mumble rappers as well, like Lil Baby, Da Baby, all those guys. They all have really complex rhyme schemes if you really look into it. So starting off with a 90s beat and just kind of sticking to the old school style is a really good way to make sure you're on beat, on pace, and counting everything right nice and smooth. It could be a song that you don't even release, it could just be something to start you off, right? Easy things like that, little tips like that I would go through. Now, here's the thing. Once you have a song written, the most important thing would be to, if you have the money to do it, go and buy a setup, a small little setup. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on it. It can be something simple. My first microphone that I bought was about 200 bucks. The stand and all the filters and everything were about 200 bucks. The interface that I had, it was a Focusrite. It's this one actually right here. This is my original one. This was about 150 bucks. So all in all, you should come to about $600 max if you really just want to get a decent startup. This is also a good microphone. I have this one, the Scarlett 2i2, with a little desk mount and all these kinds of things. You don't need to get any complex headphones or anything. You just use whatever over ears you have and make sure that you have the adapter to go into your interface, which is kind of like a guitar amp plug. I have an adapter to go into a regular aux cord. That's usually what I use. I'm pretty simple on my regular setup. My big setup, I have a little more complex. I've been doing this for a while, so you don't need to go and do something like that. Or you can very easily find someone with a setup. I oftentimes offer to record young rappers who are wanting to come up, even singers. You can just find someone who will do the things that I do to help young guys who want to start up go for it, right? Like, you know, you got to find someone who's willing to help, or you can buy it yourself. It doesn't really matter. A lot of this stuff you can come by for a good price. It's all based on your budget. It's all based on where you're at in life. That's what I would do for a startup right there. Pretty basic, you know, just write through whatever you feel, you know, diss tracks, soft, whatever you're feeling, right? That being said, here are some of the do do-nots in rap, especially as an up-and-comer. Do not mention any names of people if you are going to diss them or anything like that. Unless they're famous, it's not worth it. I've seen people find that out the hard way. That would be my first do's and don'ts. Second, try and keep your lyrics as original as possible. Do not pull from other songs. It's something in the future you should get out of that habit as fast as possible. Just stay away from it, period. Those are some of the don'ts. Some of the most important things to do, these are the do's here now, is make sure that you are hitting the same rhymes at the same time. So I'm going da 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 better than you, right? And then you go da 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 better to do, saying the same thing at the same tone. It's just kind of important to make sure you emphasize that, because if you're using near rhymes and not perfect rhymes, kind of like soul and throne, they don't really rhyme if you just say those out loud. But if I say a little bit of soul, make it to the throne, kind of sounds about right. It's all about how you pronounce it as well. You don't have to rush to find your rap voice. It will come with time. It took me over a year to figure out what my rap voice is, and I'm still modding it every once in a while. Do not have a rush to find your rap voice. There are videos out there to help you find it though. I don't know how to teach it yet. Hopefully one day I will be able to make one, but you can definitely look it up on YouTube and try and find one. Also, just make sure that you're investing in like a little paper book like this. It's a lot easier to write down what you're saying because you'll memorize your lyrics a lot better, and you don't have to go like this through your phone while you're going through the microphone. Like, it's rather annoying to do that. I would rather just write it down, practice it, and try and memorize it as much as possible. Have the sheets there in case you need it. So those are some of the do's and the don'ts, and this is the kind of startup that I would use if I was an up-and-coming artist. I really hope to see some people start on the come up very soon here. I'm always looking at some new guys, local and not, to do collabs with, and I'm always looking forward to seeing people pursue their dreams, pursue their goals. If they put the time and energy into it, do it because you love it. The more and more passion you put into your music, the better it will be. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was kind of a very short and not very in detail video, but this is the best I can give you because it's a lot of opinion based on how to start up your own career, your own music, and kinds of stuff like that. I can't tell you what to write. It has to come from here and has to come from here. This is just some tips on that I would use to help the 90s beats, a little bit of paper, your own little setup for maybe under 600 bucks if you can. It's not that big of a deal if you have the money for it. Oh, one more thing, keep little sticky notes. And also, if you can, record little voice memos. If you're walking around and you think of a line, record it or write it down. Those are some things that I would also recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you don't already. Comment if this works for you, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.